Hi folks, this is Jason Moore here with MTGOacademy.com, and I'd like to welcome you to the latest installment of We've got Ulamog's Crushers in the building today because we're playing a mono green ramp deck, which is actually just a mono green Tron deck. We've got all the Urza's pieces here. We've got a lot of forests, and we've got a lot of green spells. So the proactive game plan of this deck is to assemble Tron as quickly as possible. These 3 lands put together will start doing nasty things, generating 7 mana as early as turn 3. Once we do that, we've got a number of different ways to tutor up either additional Tron pieces or big fat fatties. Fierce Empath is our tutor of choice for the fatties. Our fatties are Ulamog's Crusher and Maul Splicer, and a singleton Crozen Tusker. I was trying out I believe it's called It of the Horrid Swarm, the Emerge creature, the newer green 4/4 guy that comes into play with some insect tokens or some nonsense. I don't remember. I ended up shaving that card for now. I'm not saying it's not good. I just this particular version of the deck doesn't have them. So this is kind of our end game here. These big guys, and we also have a Haunted Fengraf, which we can tutor with Map or Reap and Sow to get them back. So it's just a really consistent, streamlined, assemble Tron, ramp up mana, and play big things kind of deck. It's a streamlined ramp deck from start to finish. You can start with a Map. I even have Abundant Growth here, which doesn't really do anything other than cycle. I just want to get as many looks early on, and even in the late game want to get into top deck wars as possible. So we've got some Abundant Growths we're trying out. We even have 2 copies of Explore. Works pretty well if you can chain some Tron lands together. Prophetic Prism to cycle even more. Fierce Empath gets us a card. Reap and Sow gets us a card. Crozen Tusker gets us a card. So there's a lot of value there. Basically, early looks, early cycling. Then we want to start ramping. So we've got Overgrown Battlement on turn 2. That can ramp us into a turn 3 Reap and Sow, which is quite good. And Reap and Sow is a ramper as well. It puts the land onto the battlefield. If it's a Tron land, if it's the 3rd Tron land, we're ramping up some mana there. And then we've just got defensive cards for the rest of it. 3 copies of Perilous Mirror. This is a guy for mono green who's going to help us get in front of vicious attackers, maybe force a 2-for-1. He can trade with 3 toughness creatures, which is quite good. And then we've got 3 copies of Serrated Arrows to chop down stuff that's flying overhead, hopefully. And just annoy people, really stop the offensive just long enough so we can start annihilating. So very straightforward deck. Like I said, consistent as all get out. And let's look at our sideboard. It's quite obtuse, quite boneheaded, not very nuanced. 3 copies of Aerial Volley. Stop those Delver Flyers, maybe kill some Peregrine Drakes. I don't know if that's something we're going to board in against them, but it's mostly just to stop the aerial offensive. Young Wolf, another thing to stop attackers on the ground. It comes down earlier than Perilous Mirror, and it also nets us some 2-for-1, so I think it makes a decent defensive sideboard option for green decks who don't have a lot of ways to defend themselves otherwise. Serene Heart. Crush that hexproof deck. Feed the Clan. 4 copies. Crush that burn deck. Very Macabre. Just 2 copies. I don't know if it's the best option for this particular list, but we'll mess around and see. And then the 4th copy of Reap and Sow. Double duty here. It's either more consistency for Tron if we're trying to race really fast against broken decks, or it's additional Stone Rain if we're facing a Tron mirror match, or if we're trying to blow up some Karoo lands. So that's the whole deck. I mean, it's really just that simple. I hope you guys will enjoy the matches. The matches are actually pretty fun with this, and I think this deck has some legs, though you guys will be the judge. once you see the battles, which are about to begin right now. Hi folks, and welcome to round number 1 here. We're playing in a Pauper League, and as you can see, we're playing mono green ramp, mono green Tron. We're going to keep our hand. We're on the draw. We lost the roll. But as you can see, we're going to go with an abundant growth into some explorers, and we'll go from there. Opponent might be mono black, and I'm expecting that to be pretty good for us because it gives us some time to set up and really develop our land base, our mana base, without getting too pummeled early. But he could be something else. It looks like he's mono black. So abundant growth is kind of weird in this deck. This is the first time I've tried it out, and it's merely to help us get a little more velocity, help us cycle through the deck a bit. I suppose we could explore here. We could also play Overgrown Battlement, which I'm almost positive is going to die. So I think I'm going to explore and just get ahead on land drops. And then we have Crows and Tusker we can use. I mean, there's a lot of things we can do after that. Let's go ahead and draw a card first. And an expedition map, that's pretty good. So next turn we can sack the map for power plant and either explore or play Overgrown Battlement. I think we're going to have some time here. So does he have a third land for his one of his many 3-drops? Yes, he does. But the 3-drop never showed up. So cycling Tusker seems like the worst play. So I think I'll map and get a Tron piece, and then I could play Battlement, but it's abundantly clear that he's holding removal. So I think I'll go for the Explorer instead. We only have one green source at the moment. Did we rip the land? We did. Oh, so genius. Okay, so now we just F6. Nothing else we can do. 2 of our crushers in hand. So yeah, I think we actually might be okay in this game. We're not under any pressure. We can play Fierce. We could Tusker and play Fierce Empath. That actually seems okay. I guess they'll just ping it down, but that doesn't bother me all that much. Oh, an expedition map. So I can definitely do something cool this turn. I can map and have 6 mana, because I'm going to need green to do something. Otherwise I'd have 7 mana and do nothing. I think we definitely want to map. At least play the map. I don't know if we're going to sack it. Probably will. So what would that do for me? I don't get a lot out of it, except I have guaranteed Tron, so I can play the map, sack it. I have 6 mana. I could play a Fierce Empath and get Maul Splicer down next turn. Or Crusher or whatever. Yeah, we already have 2 Crushers. Crows and Tusker, we don't really need to cycle right at the moment. We could also get a Haunted Fengraf, but I think it's better probably to get Tron. So I'm going to do that. We'll get Urza's Tower. I'm not sure if this is the best play. Someone out there might be able to find a better one for me. But for now, we're just going to get it going here. Yeah, we'll set up for a Maul Splicer. 6, 9, 10, 11. So we can do that and cycle or play Battlement. Or we could cycle and play Crusher next turn, or Battlement and play Crusher next turn. So let's go ahead and F6. The only thing really holding us back is lack of green sources. He's going to be able to just shoot the Witch. He really doesn't need to use the Disfigure. He should save it, but he didn't want to take that route. I think we're going to be looking pretty good. And maybe I will just play Ulamog's Crusher next turn. There's not a lot of... I mean, the Maul Splicer... Yeah, I think I'm going to play a guy and play Crusher next turn. It eats up an Edict. He's probably going to Gary us, but It eats up an Edict. Maybe he has Oubliette or something. Ooh, interesting. Alright, Battlement is probably gone then. Let's just get rid of Battlement. It's the worst card. So we're gonna play Maul Splicer. Maul Splicer's worse against a Crypt Rats into something else. Ooh, look at this. We can do both. So disgusting. So he knows about the Maul Splicer. So let's just give him a taste of that first. He's gonna be so mad at me. Okay, and witches can kill that, but we leave some friends behind. And I'm not going to do this arrows now. If he has Undying Evil, I'm going to make him use mana on his turn. So. And now we just have a train of Ulamog's Crushers to follow up, so that's beautiful. I mean, you can't really ask for much more than that. So if he's coming in with this Spectre, then I'll just ping. Alright, I think we're looking pretty good. I mean, Crypt Rats is not getting rid of this. But Oubliette might. But he's going to have to... This stuff will bait out his spot removal. So now he's probably targeting Maul Splicer. Yeah, so I'll just ping him for a point of damage. And that will happen. And we'll have 2 3/3s. And he'll have a 1/3. So again, we have 11 mana right now. So I can cycle, play Ulamog's Crusher. I could play this for 7. I don't think I want to. Oh, there goes one Oubliette. So he's going to need another one. And then even if he does do that, we have a 3rd Crusher. Okay, Golem down. And he probably has a Chainer's Edict. Okay, he's only at 5 mana. He's likely got another Edict. But oh, okay, this is even better. So I'm going to cycle this first, and then I'm going to play another Maul Splicer. Sure. We will definitely pick up the Forest. Boom. Now we'll draw. And I might be able to play both 7, 8, 9. Yeah, looks like I can. So let's do that. I don't think he knows about the Maul Splicer. And this is just going to be devastating. We're just slowly grinding him down and then getting all of his spot removal out of there. And then Crusher will be just too devastating. It'll be way too much to deal with. That's at least my estimation. So I could ping the witches once here so that he can't use it anymore. Ooh, tendrils? Okay. Well, that's kind of alright actually. We're about to lay a beating on him. So okay, we get to attack with the 2 golems and threaten to ping his gray merch. And then we get to play Crushers. So we just need to fade basically 2 Ulamog's Crushers, something like that. Or 2 Grey Merchants. I know I talk really fast and I'm thinking so fast that nothing I say ever makes sense, but this goes to him. And the reason we're pinging the Witch also is that we can threaten to ping it. Okay, so let's just attack with our guys. I get to make both of these plays. Is there something I would want to get with the Fierce Empath that I want to play now? I could just play another Maul Splicer, but I think we got to put the hurting on him. So let's cast this bad boy. And then I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna play another Crusher next turn. It could be the case that we're dicking around too much by playing Maul Splicers before Crusher, but I think his chances of winning is starting to drop. Um, I actually don't think it matters. Since we already have this Crusher in hand, we'll just diversify. So if he goes for the Witch and goes for the another Gary, we still are fine. Then he loses the mana, so he can't cast Gary, or he loses the Devotion. Yeah, we still could be in trouble. He could run his Garys, and that would be a problem. Yeah, that could be a problem. So that puts us at 3. And yeah, we can't map for anything that gets us life. So I think for now, I'm not sure how I send. Because I'm just playing one guy. He's not going to be able to ping me. I mean, he might have me with Sign in Blood. He could have me with Sign in Blood. Man, we should have won this game, guys. Okay. So another Gary wins pretty much no matter what. We're not playing around that. Another Sign in Blood obviously wins. He can ping me down to 2, and I need to have enough blockers to deal with that. I will have 3 blockers, which survives 1 removal spell. Actually, it survives 2. If I just send Crusher and Golems. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. I'm not sure if that's correct. I'm just going to assume it is. So he might put witches in front of something, but he also needs to sack some stuff. Oubliette and a land. Okay. We really should have won this game. I probably needed to play Ulamog's Crusher instead of the second Maul Splicer. It was clear he was out of removal because he opted for Oubliette and then Chainer's Edict. So it was clear he didn't have any removal there. Okay, and he's just taking it all. I think the thing that puts him away the fastest is another Crusher. So I think we do that. We also play this, and I think we get Haunted Fengraph. It would be nice if we could have gotten some life gain, but alas, that will not be the case. I'm doing this just to hit our land drop for the turn. I think he knows about Maul Splicer, so we could be finished. So now we can kill the Witch, but he's going to put me to 2. Sign in Blood range. He activates, but we don't know who he targets. Targets me. Okay, so this, and then I ping it to death. And if he has the Sign in Blood, yeah, he might already have it. I don't think it's a case of him needing to draw into it. Oh, when he has a 5th land too, so he could also have the Gary. Jeez, we just got destroyed this game. Oh, he doesn't have it, huh? Or is he slow rolling? Classic slow rolling. So our attack's going to be brutal on him. I think we can get Fierce Empath in there too. Oh. Yeah, let's just sack the battlement, because I'm going to be able to attack with Fierce Empath. Wow, we didn't lose. I mean, he's going to give himself an out somehow. Alright, that dies. We're just going to attack with everything. So we're going to annihilate. He had a lot of outs there. I mean, 2 more Gray Merchants, 4 Sign-In Bloods. So he's got to sack 3 lands and a Witch, or a Gary. And then he's got to block in such a way that he stays alive. I won't show him the battlement. Oh, is he going to sack Lance? Okay, so this actually doesn't give him any outs now. I think he gave himself no outs. He could have stayed alive and had Sign-In Blood. But we still shouldn't have put ourselves in this bad of a situation. It worked out this game, but I don't think that really means anything. I think there's nothing he can do now. He has to block basically both Crushers. He could block one. He could do this. 1 Crusher, 1 Golem. But I have the Maul Splicer and the Battlement, so there's no way. There's no 1 mana deal 1 spell. It's possible he didn't factor in me pinging the Witch with the arrows, but I don't think it's that possible. So you can go to 1. Still don't think it's going to matter. So I'll just play Maul Splicer. And you know what? I'll also play Battlement, and I'll leave up Haunted Fengraf. I don't think there's anything he could have. And if he has something, it's not going to change because we held a card in our hand. It's just going to stay the same. So he's going to have to go for it regardless. It's what I'm trying to say, but not able to for some reason. Yeah, he's got nothing. Two life was... yeah, he ended up in a situation with no outs. So there we go. That's game 1. Sideboarding. I actually think Perilous Mirror might be pretty good. Reap and Sow might be a little slow, but there's really not much of anything. We could play Young Wolves to soak up some removal, but I don't know what I would replace. Reap and Sow seems okay. I don't think we need Fairy Macabre for this matchup. We want an abundance of threats and stuff. I think Perilous Mirror is okay to hold him at bay. We could just opt for Young Wolf over Abundant Growth. And this eats up... Well, first of all, the 2/2 part of it trades with a lot of his deck, and it eats up Chainer's Edict, so I think it might be okay for us there. Yeah, that's about it. Let's do it. So, yeah, this is one of the matchups that I think might be happy to see. So, and that game took 19 minutes apparently. That's pretty long. All right, he's gonna play first. His clock is about 3.5 minutes behind ours, and we have a keepable hand, so we'll go ahead and stick with that. We'll see what happens. He might duress me. That's what it might be looking like here. Yeah, he's going to duress me. Okay, so Explorer's probably gone, but we still have a turn 2 play, so it's not that bad. He might also take Reap and Sow, but I'm not sure that he will. Depending on our sequence of draws, the Fierce Empath might actually be grabbing Crows and Tusker so we can cycle it. Oh, look at that. That's pretty nice. Now, our hope is that he's not playing any type of variant of Choking Sense, because that is what will hit us on his turn 3 on the play, and that would be a pretty good tempo boost for him. Now, we can absorb a Wrenchmind here. He might just have a Sign-In Blood or a Witch. Another Witch. Okay, Witch is not very formidable against us, so... I mean, even the Perilous Mirror trades with its activation, because Witch deals 1 to itself if we want it to. So that's pretty nasty. It's kind of the same difference. Now, you'll notice we can either play Prism now, and then next turn map and not have any mana. Or we can play map now, next turn sack it, get a 2-mana thing, and play Prism. So either way, we'll have a Prism down and map activated. So I think I'll just go with the Prism now, because it gives us a better chance of naturally drawing that Tron piece, the Urza's Mine. Whereas we could play Expedition map, it would be a okay play. Oh look, we drew the mine. So what could have happened alternatively is on turn 3 we could have just played Expedition. We could have just tapped Power Plant and Tower to sack the map, get the mine, and play Prophetic Prism. Oh, and he blew it up. Yep, well that's what we were fearing. Fortunately for us, there's more on the way. So, and he's not producing an ample amount of pressure just yet. It's a little annoying, but it's not all that bad. We have a lot of redundancy, and we'll be able to get redundant pieces soon. I may even Stone Rain him next turn, but I think I'll probably Empath instead. So, I guess I can't do that. Yeah, I can Empath. I don't know if I can do any of the other stuff. Yeah, that would be what we're doing next turn. Sacking these and getting an Empath. Nope, another Choking Sands. Alright. Well, that's going to slow us down, but I don't think it's going to cripple us. There's a big difference. And, ooh, what is this? Duress? Cycling. Okay, he must have more lands then. Okay. Well, no, that's not necessarily true. He may or may not have lands. And I think we're doing okay, especially because we have 2 Reap and Sows now. We have more redundancy than he does disruption, so we're looking fine, I think. So I'll get an Urza's Mine. I'll just get an Urza's Tower, it doesn't matter. We're actually not going to get to Reap and Sow next turn, though. So I guess I will get the Mine. I'm a little, still new to some of these interactions. So we'll get the Mine, we'll play the Mine, play the Empath, and we'll set up, we're going to have access to so much mana. I think we might as well just get, yeah, we'll just get another Maul Splicer because I want to tax whatever removal he's sitting on. And if he shoots my Empath, I'll just shoot him in the face. Okay, that hurts. That is a play. You know what? We're actually in trouble now. We're certainly in trouble. Unless we draw the Tron piece. Nope. Well, I think our best option is just to set up Tron. There's a lot of things I think we're close to losing to, but for now I think Tron is where we want to be. And next turn we actually can Entwine and cast Maul Splicer, because we'll play a forest, get a tower by tapping 2 forests, mine, power plant, and then we can play Maul Splicer, so we might be alive. So we're going down to 6 here. Another Gary puts us to 2. But Entwining might save us. I guess it doesn't. Okay, well, hitting my graveyard doesn't matter too much. If he has, it just depends if he has the other Gary. That's really the only thing that matters here. So does he have it? Let us see. It's probably just got removal. Yep, that's what I thought. Boom! Well, he's going to kill the Maul Splicer. Oh well, we're going to kill a swamp. I don't want to kill the bog. Just lower the swamp count. Oh, he's got more guys. Oh no. That's not good. We're actually kind of okay. So can I also play this for similar effect? Yeah, I guess I can. And this also adds to our redundancy. So I can get a tower, and now he has to hit the power plant. And we also just have naturally enough lands to get more mall splicers down. Could have gotten a haunted Fengraf, but I don't think we're gonna have time. I think we just have to make the mall splicer now. So now the question is, does he want to shoot my mall splicer, or does he want to shoot me? He's shooting the mall splicer, I think. Yeah, he is. Okay. Well, this actually is going to be interesting. Victim of Night. Still have a blocker for you, buddy. So, I mean, we are against the ropes, but him just drawing some blanks and us drawing an Ulamog's Crusher could mean the difference. Oh. Alright, well, he's hell-bent. He's not able to... Oh, yeah, a swamp will let him recast... Well, cast the flashback, rather. Let's see if we can do anything else, any other damage. Yeah, that Grey Merchant was a pain. So one more Grey Merchant's a victory for him. And we are flooded. But we've got one last hurrah here. I mean, like I said, he could just flood out for the rest of the game. And we could draw Ulamog's Crusher, and that could make the difference. But other than that, I don't think there's anything else that can really happen here. Young Wolf might be okay. You know, buy us a little bit of time. I don't think this means we want to play Feed the Clan. It just doesn't seem like it does anything. Okay. So now he gets to ping the Golem token. Or I can go to 3. Now I think I just block. He's got 2... Oh, and actually we would have traded. Ooh, watch this, guys. You want to see something cool? Oh my lord. What's up? Get wrecked. We still could easily lose this game, don't get me wrong. I think we can attack. Yeah, let's attack. So he could just block with Gary, but he won't be able to use the Witch. Could be mounting a comeback here. He has so many live draws, but whatever. Whatever. Boom. Boom. He's also low on time. Boom. Okay. Yeah. All the mall splicers. How you like me now? Looks like I already played a land. I tend to forget that when I play the Fengraf. It's like, oh yeah, I already played the land. So now he doesn't have attacks. His only win is Gary. I mean, he's slowly pinging me to death, but his only win is Gary. Okay, F6. You have no attacks. And I have a couple. I have like 2 attacks, depending on what I draw. He did not ping my mall splicer. That's really interesting. So I think I only send in 2 and just hope that I'm alive. He may also block, which lets me kill Gary. I wish I had more attacks, but I don't think I do. Now we need him to whiff, you know, significantly for a while here. So here's boom boom. Wish I had something better going on, but I don't. Okay, Mallsplicer's going down. He's at 10. I'm at. He might not even be taking out Mallsplicer. He might just be going for the direct damage victory. Yeah, I think he is. Which means now he can get that Sign in Blood. I have to assume he's playing Sign in Blood. He could be playing Knight's Whisper, and that could be good for us. But otherwise, not entirely sure what. Ooh, whiffed again, kind of. Oh, not even going for the Chainer's Edict. Alright. I guess he is. Man, he's low on time. Game 3, I don't think he has a remote chance of winning. He's playing too slow. Yep, I will sacrifice Mallsplicer. Now I will ping your Kumbai Witches. That way, if you don't activate them now, I can kill them. And we'll send in 2 more. And we'll hope for the best here. Okay, we just need him to whiff, you know, just a little more. It's a few more times here. I just need you to whiff two more turns, and I think I can beat you. That's all. Is that too much to ask for? Okay, witches are dead. This is looking a lot like the first game. Let's see if the top of his deck is as cruel to him as it was then. I mean, he actually needs to hit something now. It's all or nothing here. Looks like he found something. There it is. GG. Got me. But I mean, it was a close game. Alright, so time for the Game 3 decider, and I think his clock is going to be a huge factor. So, Young Wolf, still think it's okay. Yeah, I think everything's fine. I don't know for a fact, but I'm just going to presume. Plus 4 minutes. I mean, we have to really keep something miserable, and he has to have a super aggressive start for him to win in 4 minutes. Even if he was playing crisp and very fast, Mono Black Control winning in 4 minutes is still not a regular occurrence. Okay, I'll play first. This hand is one of those ones that could catch us, so I think we'll have to mulligan it. It's just one land short of being that magical hand, so let's mulligan. And another one lander. We do get a scry, and we do have a Young Wolf. Yeah, I think it's probably better than going to 5 on the play, so we'll keep and we'll keep. So now we have all the mana we need. I don't think he's going to get to the battlement in time, so we'll get to the Fierce Empath, and then hopefully get to the Reap and Sow as well. But the Fierce Empath can get us Tusker, which can get us a land. So we've got some consistency built in. He actually kept... Oh, I thought for a second he kept a no-lander. So, beating him down. Surprise, surprise, the king is back. Oh, takes the Reap and Sow. That's not too bad. Could be worse. Alright, there's our mana source. I don't think he's going to be able to deal with that. And he's going to take some lumps for good measure. So we gotta we gotta change up plans here, baby. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Okay, can't cast that right now. We're on full beatdown mode. So we're getting Crows and Tusker. Absolutely. That's the early one to get. For sure. See if he's got another Kumbai Witch for us. Probably not at this point. I think he's had enough of those early Witch draws for one match. Nothing. Straight nothing. Oh, maybe not. Looks like he's experimenting with his stops. He'd probably turned a bunch of them off. Yeah, it looks like he does have the Witch. Alright. Well, it happens. So Reap and Sow is not an option. We could just go Serrated Arrows at this point. Yeah, I think we'll do that. It shuts the Witch down as quickly as possible. And I think we're pretty secure in this game. He missed a land drop. No attacks. Actually, we could have attacked. That's my mistake. We definitely could have attacked. Because we could have just pinged the power down, and one of our guys would have gotten in for a point of damage. That was not a good play. So he's going to hit his land here. We're still going to ping these divas and go from there. Boom! Take that. So I can either map or empath or Tusker. First thing I'm going to do is attack. So we clearly have some attacks here. I think I'm actually going to Tusker and map. So you're pinging me first. Alright, so your creature's going to die. And you're not going to get a block in. So that probably wasn't the way to do it. Probably want to declare a blocker first. Kapow. Alright, let's cycle. Let's cycle, Michael. Let's get a forest. Yes. Forest. Draw a card. Okay, so we'll just play Expedition Map here. And everything's going swimmingly. I think it's our destiny to win this game. So your Edict's looking terrible. Oh, okay, never mind. Chittering Rats, eh? Well, I've still got one Serrated Arrows left in the chamber for you. And we want to draw the empath, so we'll just let that happen. Yeah, I'll go ahead and beat with the Young Wolf. I'm ready to get rid of these arrows. So I'll let the damage happen. That way we don't get blown out by Disfigure. If we make the arrow activation before damage, he can Disfigure Young Wolf in response. Whoops. Sack this first. We'll get Urza's Mine. We'll play it, and then we'll get the cheaper threat, so we'll get the Maul Splisher. Or if I have the Emerge creature, I can also get that too. I didn't see it. Yeah, I had the Emerge creature in an original version of this build. I guess I just promptly took it out. So we'll get the cheaper guy. Still need a land to pull that off, but that's okay. Sure. So we actually don't really have attacks now. But he also doesn't have much of a path to victory. Oh. Wow. It gets wolves, but only not werewolves. And we can't cast Multiplier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we'll just do this. And eventually we'll get something. Let's get another Maul Splicer. Alright. No attack. I mean, I guess there is some way he could win, but he needs crazy draws right now. He needs some crazy, crazy draws. That Young Wolf was not a threat to him anymore. So, might have been better to save the victim for this, or for a Golem token. He didn't really need to kill the Young Wolf, I don't think. Ooh, 2 witches are better than 1, that's for sure. Alright, I'm just going to lay down the law here. We'll soften up the target before we land our Hail Mary. Try and eat an oubliette, and then we'll go straight for Crusher next turn. I think this is in the bag, but you never know. I don't think he's fast enough to just... I don't think he's going to complete 2 turns. Okay. I'll put Splicer on top in case he unearths the other rats and gets my Crusher out of there. So I think my Golems can attack. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my Golems can attack here. Yeah, just send him in. He's not gonna... He's done. He's done. Get him a body bag. It's looking like we would have won this game anyway. And that's it, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It looks like we won something. I don't know what it is. I imagine it's some points. And, yeah, we'll be back for some more. Thank you. We're back for round 2. And we're going to mulligan. This is not keepable. There's not enough lands, and there's too many expensive things. Mulligan. And this is a snap keep. It's called a sneep. Alright, turn 1, map. Turn 2, sack the map. I don't think we need this prophetic prism. We've got battlement, abundant growth. We got a lot of stuff to do with mana, so this could be infect. I may actually play infect is gonna wreck us. I may actually play a battlement next. Battlement gives us reap and sow. Wow, we might get destroyed if this is infect. It could also be madness or it's infect. Oh, great. Good night. Good night, sweet prince. Well, yeah, well, let's play battlement. He's just gonna crash through it, but maybe buy us some time here. This is probably a matchup we could never win. We need to pack some gut shots or lignify or something crazy like that. Moment's Peace would be huge, but we're not doing that. Yep, Rancor it up, go for it. I still get a block out of the deal. So there's a land drop. I'm guessing he has Groundswell here. Let's just go ahead and block. He's got Groundswell and then probably Dispel or Spell Pierce or something. Or not, we get to keep on keeping on. So I may actually... I don't know what I'm going to do. Are we going to let both of them hit me? I may have to do that just this one turn. Because then I can map, make a mine, explore, play a forest, and abundant growth. And I think that's going to give us the best chance of doing whatever we can. So let's just do that. Plus we get to keep our battlement alive, which may allow us to play something like Mall Splicer. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, we may need to splash something. I could be playing for a ooh. So if I find Tron, that's the ticket, and we actually could survive the game at that point, but let's just see how much infect we end up taking this turn. And this game could be over, who knows. Probably not, but it could be. And there's not a lot we're going to be able to do here. And we have Young Wolf, which actually is an okay anti-infect card. Okay. So I go to 9 poison. So I basically need to draw Urza's Tower or an empath or another battlement or something. There's the Blitz. See what happens now. I don't think Reap and Sow gets me there. So what if I play Battle now? No. I think we're just finished. So, okay, I could Reap and Sow for a tower, and then I could Reap and Sow again. That doesn't do anything. I could play Battlement, but he has 3 attackers, and there's no way I can get Crusher and Battlement down. Nuking his land doesn't do anything, so I'm just going to concede. Let's try and get through this as quickly as possible so that the pain is not so very excruciating. Feed the Clan does nothing. So basically we have Young Wolf for this matchup. What's the slowest thing going on? I mean, these are slow, but we need them to win. I mean, we need to try and... So maybe Reap and Sow just doesn't impact the board. Let's just do this. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean, one of the ways we can win is just the hee-haw Tron opening draw and into Crusher. So we want to leave the Crushers in, I think. But will it be enough? That is the real question. Will it be enough? I don't think there's a lot he could board in against us. Maybe he's got Spreading Seas or Thermokarst, but not really counting on that, to be perfectly honest with you guys. It's not something I'm really expecting. So let's go first. Yeah, this hand looks considerably good, actually. Perilous Mirror might give him some trouble. But if it's up to me, I'd like to go Battlement, turn 3 arrows. Actually, this hand should destroy him. He could have something really nutty that we're just not ready for, but... Oh, it's my turn? No, it's still his turn. Oh, yeah. I like that. So next turn, we can't quite go Battlement arrows, but I might go Battlement Perilous Mirror or Battlement Fierce Empath. I might just do that, because that could wreck him too. But no, I guess we'll just go with the thing that kills his Blighted Agent, which is the arrows. Get him! Make him pay. There's absolutely no... I guess he could have days? Oh man, are we gonna get wrecked into oblivion by days? No. Hell no. Get him out of here. Yeah, get him a body bag. Okay. So next turn, what are we doing? Battlement. Ooh. Can't just play it yet. So battlement, and I still have 4 mana. Kind of want that Fierce Empath. I could play Perilous Mirror Fierce Empath, but I think I like... Ooh, he just concedes. Alright. Yeah. That's how it's done. Okay. If we win this game, I'm going to be pleasantly surprised. Let me make sure I'm recording. This would be really sad if I wasn't. Pleasantly surprised, I say. Have you noticed we have 4 Feed the Clans in our sideboard? Just in case we see a burn deck. That's pretty funny. I don't even know if Feed the Clan's the right choice. We only have 1 creature that's ferocious, so maybe that's wrong. If we have an Ulamog's Crusher, then Feed the Clan is probably not the thing that's winning us the game anyway. But yeah, that's probably just a bad choice. Okay, so we're gonna keep this. We got Perilous Mirror. We've got 2/3 of Tron. It doesn't get much better. Okay, so he does not have a Glistener Elf to start. Perilous Mirror might be a problem for him, but he might also just have Blighted Agent, and then it's not a problem at all. Okay, so he can regenerate once, but then the damage, the triggered ability will kill. And we have Tron. Oh my gosh. We might win this, guys. Sorry, I think the mic might have been a little too close to my face. This is looking good. It's looking very good. Well, we'll see. Yeah, I think it's looking good, actually. Not gonna lie. Rancor, though. Oh, man. What the hell is this? What is the meaning of this? I think we're gonna kill him. Ulamog's Crusher? Get out of here. Well, I think I'm still taking the block. You know, we can take 1 hit and then still threaten with this. Because right now he can just regenerate it. That's just not something we're interested in. I think we take the hit. I think that's in our best interest. I wish this guy would go faster. Maybe it's me? No. It's not me. It's you. Boom. I take the damage. Throw it at me. Do something. Do something. 2 poison. Yeah, I don't give it. Oh, he messed up! I'm applauding. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, we're still going to make this play. How hilarious. He just threw away a groundswell. Oh, hell yeah. You know what? Sometimes you get there, guys. Sometimes you get there. Alright, what are we getting with this? Just a Maul Splicer? No, screw that. I'm getting more Crushers. More Crusher. No, I'll get a Maul Splicer. Just in case he makes a bunch of guys out of nowhere. Plus, we need something to defend, so I think it's probably the best bet. Yep, about to get your Mauls all the way spliced. I think I might block this time. Wow, he just punted that groundswell out of the ball game. Out of the building. I'll just chump with a Fierce Empath. Wait for him to play more guys. He doesn't have Trample right now, so... Wow, he's screwed. He needs Predator Strike and something insanely big. But who cares? Just put everything in front of everything. Blighted Agent? Okay, he's not all the way screwed. Well, that could be bad for us. What the hell is he doing? Well, I gotta go for it. I mean, I have to try for the Ulamog's Crusher, I think. I guess we could bait with the Maul Splicer because it kind of looks like a counter spell. Let's just go ahead and do that. I should be playing the Crusher, but he went blue, then he didn't do anything. Okay, so maybe it's another instant that does something. Alright, I was wrong. I should have just went for it. I'll get a Haunted Fengraf, and I'll go for a Crusher next turn. I'm no longer blocking with this guy, so... Sure. I guess he can regenerate the Blight Mambas, but that doesn't matter either. Alright, just put one trampling golem token on it. It's gonna get shrunken down, but at the moment he's not doing jack squat. Regenerate, okay. Yeah, you're gonna need those regeneration shields. Mark my damn words. Alright, I'm gonna leave back the Perilous Mirror, but I'm gonna attack with the rest of my team, I think. I am not afraid. What's up? I'm not afraid of you. I don't think we even want to cycle the Crows and Tusker, so I'm gonna go ahead and just slam this guy, play a Haunted Fengraf, and I think he's kind of screwed. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't think I was gonna win this match. Now it's looking okay. Sure. I mean, that's probably an issue, but I do get to play Crows and Tusker. Or I could cycle it and Fengraf, and then I can get it back. Maybe I'll do that. It's either that or Empath, so... Alright, so I'm going to block with Perilous Mirror. Perilous Mirror is going to target Blighted Agent. Yeah, sure. Now you lose Blighted Agent. Alright, this is just getting better and freaking better. Perilous Mirror just earned his keep. So, actually now I don't think I want to cycle that. I think I just want to play it. Let's just attack with some Fatzos. Maybe something like that. Not sure. Annihilator 2 should probably put this away. One more attack with that should be enough. Oh, he even sacked a Blight Mamba. A Mamba. A Mamba. So I need another green source. Cast. And I'll cast you. And I'll just activate this for the hell of it. Oh, we win! He just conceded, guys. I don't know if you can tell. We have a new product, so that should probably tell you that we won. And we won the match. Alright, very proud, or, pleasantly surprised that this deck is doing this. Particularly against Infect, I didn't think we stood a chance, but we clearly did. Thanks for watching. Okay, folks, this is the final round. We are on the play, and we're going to keep this hand. This hand looks very good. So what we're going to do here is get an Overgrown Battlement going. We've got 2/3 of our Tron pieces together. I'm not sure. I don't think I wish my opponent good luck. So I'm going to do that. Looks like we might be facing Peregrine Drake combo. We might also be facing Is It Fiend. So both of those going to be a little tricky to navigate, but I think for now this is the best play. We actually can Reap and Sow next turn, possibly, and we might, if he's got like a Karoo land, I might even just opt to break that instead of getting my Tron together. We'll see though. I think Reap and Sow is a better play than Fierce Empath. Ooh, a Great Furnace. Okay, so it looks like he might actually be Kuldotha Grixis or Kuldotha Jeskai. I'm gonna just get my Tron piece at this point, and then we'll do whatever we need to do. We'll get Urza's Power Plant, and we'll pass the turn. Next turn, you know, we can do anything we want. He's just passing. I don't imagine he's got a counter magic. Oh, never mind. He's not passing. F6. So he is Kuldotha Jeskai. It looks like we might see a Kuldotha Rebirth here. Nope. Ooh, and he's going to burn my Overgrown Battlement. That resolves. And what do you know? So we could just throw this guy down if he has Journey to Nowhere. We kind of hate life, but let's see. If I Tusker, I can also Empath for Maul Splicer. I think maybe I'll Tusker first and try and draw something out from him. Draw out a Journey to Nowhere. And then next turn I have some options. If he plays some guys, I can Empath and Arrows, or I can just go with the Crusher at that point. This might also draw out 2 Galvanic Blasts, which is another answer he has to Crusher. Yep, there's a... oh, I thought that was the Journey. Okay, not looking too bad for us here. So I probably will just go with the Crusher next. Especially if he has no open mana. Not that that's going to play a huge part. Alright. And we can definitely do that as well. But let's just get the attack in first. Boom. Attack for 6. That's a huge one. Could also get Fengraf, but I think I'll just get more mana. Basically a free play there. Boom. We were just slamming Haymaker after Haymaker. And it feels good. That's what this deck is supposed to do. Okay, Mole Drifter. Desperately seeking answers. And guess what? I can make another Crusher. Next turn I play Fierce Empath and just get him in there. This is so disgusting. He's not going to keep up with this. There's no way. Let's just attack first. So he does get a card out of this, but once we get the second Empath in, it's going to get real ugly. If you're going to chump, you should chump the 8 power guy, I would imagine. Okay, maybe not. So I guess I'll draw a card first. You know what? I'm actually going to put it on a Tron piece. Now, we don't have many double green cards. I think Tusker is actually the only one, so I won't do that. Alright, so we'll just do this. We'll get another Crusher, and then game will promptly be over. It's just too brutal. It's too dang brutal. And that's how the story goes, guys. Looks like he's got some fight left in him. He actually did have a Journey, so that's going to be very useful. Now we know he has Journey, but I don't think we can actually do anything about it. We play Serene Heart, not anything else. 3 mana. Well, he might still be in this. I'm not entirely sure. We do have double serrated arrows, which is pretty brutal. Okay. Does he have cloud shift? Probably not. I'm not sure why he played the land first. This divination here can draw him into a tapped land, and that would be a probably better use of his time. And now we're maybe frozen. I'm not sure what's going on. Your guess is as good as mine. Okay, it's just him. I think maybe he doesn't know he needs to stack the triggers or something. So we'll just wait for him and chill out. We're in a strong position still. So I haven't seen Kuldotha Jeskai in a while. This is new. And he's in a real bad position because this is actually lethal. He needs to chump with Core Skyfisher. I think he maybe tapped his mana wrong. And that might be what's going on. He might just be a little upset or something, or confused. Because I think he played a land already. We can check. He played an Ancient Den. Yeah, so I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't know what to think. I guess depending on what's in his hand, the correct play may have been just to hard cast the Mole Drifter and chump block with 3 guys. Though that wouldn't have worked because I would have had double serrated arrows to knock out 1 Mole Drifter and 2 Annihilating Crushers. Oh, he's got something. Okay, he's got a Glint Hawk. So this still won't work because, like I said about the 2 serrated arrows, we're going to be able to remove one of his blockers, and then he's taking 7 at least, no matter how you slice it. Don't really need to show him that, so I think we'll just go for it. Now let's get this show on the road, guys. Kapow. Okay, so that was game 1, and it was not really that close at all. Perilous Mirror seems a little bad. It's going to block Rebirth tokens, but that's about it. Not too exciting. So I think we'll bring in a 4th Reap and Sow. And maybe some Aerial Volleys. Maybe that's better than Reap and Sow. Most of his creatures fly. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Don't think we need that. Don't think we need that. Don't think we actually need this, so yeah, let's try this out. I'm not sure that Feed the Clan is the best sideboard card for this deck. Our only ferocious creature is Ulamog's Crusher. And now that I say that, I think I actually already mentioned that earlier. So you probably remember me saying that in the past, but it's still true. It's as true as it was the first time I mentioned it, so our sideboarding for most matchups is pretty straightforward. We either have something for the matchup or we don't. He's got 61 cards right now. We'll definitely keep this hand. We've got early defense, we've got maps, we've got explores. Everything you could possibly want. And he's going to cycle first. We're going to Tron piece map first. We'll start with this piece. If he's got some kind of removal. Wow, we're going to have turn 3 Tron. If we want it, we don't actually need it. Because it doesn't do anything. I mean, I guess he could get us serrated arrows. That's kind of cool. So he might be blowing up something next turn. Okay, I'm just gonna do this right now. get Urza's Mine. Then I'm going to play a forest, cast Explore, play the mine, and cast Serrated Arrows. Now, normally I wouldn't want to cast Serrated Arrows on an empty board because he can just shatter it and it gets no value. But this is probably the best use for our mana. I think we're even going to get to cast Expedition Map, so... Let's draw a card, play the mine, play Serrated Arrows. Yeah, this is a good turn. This deck's got some power plays, that's for sure. Now, we don't have anything else going on, but I may even during my upkeep sack the map so that I don't draw another land. I'm gonna get the Haunted Fengraf. So he's actually in need of discard now. I don't know that Haunted Fengraf's the best option. We don't yet have a creature. I think I'll still get it. Reap and Sow is pretty nice. We can entwine this turn. And we'll blow up, I guess, his white source. It's the only unique source. And might keep him off of some guys for a while. We'll get another Urza's Tower. And so this might, if he's got some land destruction, it might prompt him to kill the power plant, which we have a redundant copy of. We're doing quite well. This deck is good. It seems. Okay. So he's got a lot of burn in hand and he doesn't want to discard. But we don't have any pressure as of yet. Ooh, look what we get to do. So we're just going to do this again. Yeah. Why not? Take the artifact out or the flexible. I think we'll take the flexible one out. Now I'll get Urza's Mine. Yep. And I'll play a forest. Leave up Aerial Volley. And, okay, found a white source. We're not going to take damage from creatures for a while, I don't think. Okay, Skyfisher actually bounces a land, which not too great for him. I think we'll just use the Aerial Volley. 1, 2, 3. Yes. And now we got redundant pieces of everything. He knows about the Fengraf, so maybe I should have played that. And we're doing okay. Okay, so we do maybe need to be worried about a little bit of burn, but... And that's pretty good. Though I'm sure he's got an answer. I'll play Fengraf just in case this dies. Pretty sure he's going to have a Journey to Nowhere. Ooh, Bolt to the face. At least he's not yet on Metalcraft. There's a Journey. Okay, nothing we can do about that. Just keep passing and passing. Would really like to get Maul Splicer in here. Okay, so now he has Galvanic Blast fully turned on, which is a little scary, especially because we're at 11. Okay. So this is getting really awkward. He's got basically all spells, and we have basically all lands. This looks like Sanctifiers. Yep. Okay, that's quite annoying. So we'll just F6 here. I feel like we should be doing much better this game, but it's not really the case. Yeesh. Alright, so not exactly turning out the way we'd hope. Perilous Mirror does trade with this. This is not a deck I was really expecting to see. So we're kind of in a weird position. And the position just keeps getting weirder and weirder. I mean, he's got to have something. I'm guessing he has at least one more journey. Because he hasn't been burning us. Well, now he's going to do it. Alright, so we're probably done here. Lightning Bolt, Galv Blast? No. Just setting me up for the finish. Okay, this is a start. Let's hope it gets better. I'd love Fierce Empath. That would be the best. Okay. Well, I think we're done, guys. He might have cut blasts, but probably not. Yeah, that's it. That is all. Well, when you draw 6, 9, 10, 15, 16 lands, it's hard to win. I know, profound statement indeed. GG. Alright, let's hope for the best for game 3. Because this was just oh so sad. Ended up not drawing really anything. Like I said, Perilous Mirror would trade with that, but yeah, let's just go here. Looks like we might be playing one or two too many lands. Not sure, but I have encountered that flooding every once in a while. So we'll definitely play first. And we have no green source. If we did, we would be absolutely in the money. We have 9 forests and 4 prophetic prisms, and we have 4 expedition maps. So that's 17 green sources. Geez, this is tough. Plus the Maul Splicer is also kind of a factor. It's a 7-drop. Explore doesn't help us because, yeah, we're gonna mulligan. And oh boy, it's got even worse for us. Well, definitely cannot keep this. That first hand I don't know, but I guess we gotta keep this. We do have the map. Sake, get a forest. I guess we keep 2 maps. Yeah, the first hand, that Explorer doesn't help us when we only have 2 lands in hand. There's no guarantee. There's really not a good chance of us exploring and getting the full value out of it. We had the 7-drop. We didn't have a green source. Whenever you don't have a green source, I think it's really... We actually can rush Ulamog's Crusher here if we want, but I think that's a little too all-in. I think we want to get the forest. And then we can reap and sow for the next piece. So let's get the forest. It opens up a lot more options for us anyway. And naturally draw a forest, play another map. This time we'll get the mine and we'll reap and sow for power plant. Then hope that something else good happens. And we could reap and sow as land at this point. Oh, he's got another land. That's a pretty good land to blow up. I think I'm gonna do it. It does make it slower for us to hit Ulamog's Crusher. But the thing about Ulamog's Crusher is that he's very likely to have a journey to nowhere for it. So we've basically accomplished nothing by going through all that trouble. We do have a Maul Splicer 2 now. So I think it's just better now to get the piece, because Maul Splicers and Ulamog's Crusher is going to be pretty hard for him to stop. So let's get Urza's Power Plant. No matter what he does for 4 mana here, I think we can probably beat it. with our subsequent plays, plus Haunted Fengraph, so yeah, I think this looks good. 5 card hand. Not too shabby. Yeah, just F6. Okay. So, I mean, maybe he can race, but well, that's a good one too. So I could cycle that also. Excuse me. I think I might do that. However, we kind of want to race. I'm definitely going to play Mall Splicer this turn and try and get a Journey to Nowhere out of him. And then I'll decide in a second if I want to cycle this. It really depends what he does. But we probably need it to race, actually. So I don't think we want to cycle. I mean, okay, he's completely and utterly racing. That kind of points to danger here. Oh, there's the Journey. Alright, so we're going Crusher next. A, because it's a faster racing implement. Well, that is the reason. There is no reason B. Well, I guess B is because we also have Tusker. Okay. Ah, he just wasted. Man, this is going to be a tough racing predicament here. He just wasted that Galvanic Blast. That is good for us. Yeah, I mean, that's good. Get more mana, I guess. Well, the hope is that this lives. And lives to crush his dreams. But this is pretty tight because he only needs 3 swings in the air. I guess I gotta find aerial volley or something. Okay, so we know one of his cards is Ancient Den. He still doesn't have Metalcraft. Yeah, this is real dangerous. I think we might fall short here. We're at 8. He can drop me to 2. Maybe I do need to cycle. He's got another Journey? No. Blue. Perilous Research. Evoke. Oh Lord. It's almost impossible for him not to have a burn spell. So I think I have to cycle this and hit aerial volley. Jeez. So, yeah, we got owned. Yeah, so we can draw. Well, let's. I think actually cycle this first. Because it thins our deck first and foremost. That's not good enough. I mean, if it had haste, maybe, but... Well, I think we're actually dead here. I'm not going to offer the Mall Splicer, because then he has the easy block. Yeah, we're screwed. He's even giving me the Crusher. I think... Wait, I can cycle one more time and maybe find aerial volley. So that's our only play, really. Well, We're a little limited here with the mono green. I think we need more answers. We could splash for them. And cycling. Oh no. Okay, well, we're dead on board. We're going to end up losing this match. It seems like a good matchup, though. We just got caught on the wrong end of some flood. And he had the uber beatdown draw that we didn't find any answers to. So GG's, guys. That is going to wrap it up. I actually think this deck is showing promise. I think this is a deck I'm going to tweak and mess with a bit more. And I'm going to work on making the sideboard a little more flexible and seeing if we can splash here and there for a few things. Because it would be really lovely to have some type of... Even Moment's Peace would have completely shattered his dreams. So I think that might be a card to consider. But as far as splashing, there's a couple things we can think about. Just getting a big fireball effect so that when we do flood out, we have something that can end the game if we draw it immediately by itself. I think that's a great idea. Caravec's Torch or Rolling Thunder. And then maybe some circles of protection for what I would imagine is a difficult burn matchup, and maybe a green one for hexproof or something like that. Those are some things I have on my mind. If you guys have any suggestions for the deck, I would love to hear them. Feel free to share them with me through basically any medium that you prefer. And I'd like to thank you very much for tuning in to this installment of... That's right, Dime a Dozen.